Namaste, my name is Pradeepa Rayasam. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner based out in Detroit, Michigan, USA. I've been a student of Dr. JV Hebbar for close to 5 years now, but I've been a student of easyayurveda.com for over 7 years now. And I've learned a great deal through Easy Ayurveda and through Dr. Hebbar's weekend classes. So these are group classes that he offers at a very affordable price, and I did learn a great deal during his classes. So he teaches about a new topic every week with a lecture followed by a Q&A. And the Q&A is when I've learned a lot as well, because it's always good to learn from each other's. And we also bring out some case studies and mini case studies and simple questions so we understand each other's approach, or what Dr. Hebbar's approach is when for seeing his clients. Because in my practice, it's easy for me to get carried away by the symptoms, but I try to go back to his classes and repeatedly reinforce myself that it's always important to understand the root cause and the manifestation, the samprapti, before we start going into the treatment. So it definitely helped me in my own practice. So I do recommend, highly recommend, anybody who is in the path of learning Ayurveda to attend his weekend classes. Not just my practice, but I'm also a board certified member. So there is North American. So in the United States, we have a board called NAMA, National Ayurvedic Medical Association. So I am certified both as an Ayurvedic wellness counselor and an Ayurvedic practitioner, working towards my Ayurvedic doctor certification now. But both times it did help me tremendously, just referring to JV Hebbar's classes and also to his in his Easy Ayurveda blog, which is like my encyclopedia for Ayurveda. Any question, any doubt I have, I go back to refer to easyayurveda.com. I do find the answer to it. One thing I really like about in his classes, there is never a bad question. Even if somebody asks a rudimentary question, he never judges them. He does answer them in great detail, bringing out references from the Shastras. So I do understand Sanskrit, and I try to read the Samhitas and the Nigantus, but things often get lost in translation. So those nuances is what he brings in his classes. He brings out a shloka and breaks it down to easily understandable pieces of information and put together, and how it's really applicable in today's world and how it can be applicable in our own practice today. We do also talk and learn a lot about his approach on how he sees his clients and how certain disease can be cured or treated or maintained. And then we also learn a lot about herbs. We do talk about herbology and pharmacology and do learn a great deal. And this is I think he is like one of the great contributors to the Ayurvedic community today, and I have nothing else but to be extremely grateful and thankful to him. So pranams, Dr. Hebbar. I also am happy to share that I had a privilege to see him in person and meet him in person and learn under his tutelage at Sharda Ayurvedic Hospital in Mangalore, India, which is a 100-bed inpatient facility for Ayurveda and only Ayurveda. And I had this opportunity to be there and learn from the Vaidyas and from Dr. Hebbar and his colleagues. So it was just a great experience, which I can never forget, and still apply all those I have learned over there in my practice today. So again, thank you so much, Dr. Hebbar, and hoping I will be a perpetual student of Easy Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a huge and a vast science. There is never a time that I think I'll stop learning it, and it's just impressive. Every time I learn something about the science, it always keeps me inspired. So thank you so much. Namaste.